Hi there guys, welcome to another episode. Got the little red car up on the lift and I need to get some work done on it because today is, well, it's Monday today and Thursday afternoon she's going for an MOT. So I've got a few things that I need to get done to her before the MOT. So I'm going to lift her up in the air slightly and then we'll have a look what needs to be done. Right, so she's up in the air now and obviously been painted. If you've not seen the painting video, go and have a look at that because she looks amazing now. And go and have a look at the videos before, really, before and after the paint job, because it's a massive, massive difference between then and now. But for those of you that have seen it, you'll know that I've took the wheel arches out of here to be able to paint because I've had to take the bumpers off, so I've had the wheel arches off. So the wheel arches need to go back on again on the front. I also need to put the wheel arches back on the rear with them being taken off as well. But that spring is broken. I've got a new set of springs for this as that coil is broken. So as it's going for an MOT on Thursday, I need to get these springs replaced. So we're going to get the springs replaced and then we're going to put the wheel arches back in again. The wheel arches are going for a wash because they are disgusting. And then they'll go back on again. I've also been on Marketplace again, and I know it's a terrible place to be because I keep buying stuff for this car. In fact, I bought this car from there. But this is actually, believe it or not, a necessary purchase. Now, what you'll notice is here we've got a nice studded winter tyre on there. Well, it is winter now, so perfect tyre to have on the car is a winter tyre. Brilliant. Moving to the front. Oh, that's a summer tyre. Moving on to the other side and, oh, that's also a summer tyre. Let's go to the back. Oh, that's also a summer tyre. Now normally when you buy a car in Sweden, you will get a set of summer tyres and a set of winter tyres. Now this car has come with 3 summer tyres and 1 winter tyre. So not very good. I need to get 1 summer tyre and I need to get at least 3 winter tyres. Guess what I've done? Not only did I find 1 absolutely brand new summer tyre and wheel for that, I also found a set of 4 winter tyres. Somebody was actually selling 4 winter tyres and 1 summer tyre, which is perfect for me, so I bought them all. I was a bit worried about it, but they are off of a Fiesta. So somebody was selling 4 winter tyres, 1 summer tyre for a Fiesta. Right, so I've got 2 new rear springs here, 1 for either side. Obviously it's only 1 that's broken, but I'm going to replace both. I seem to kind of remember, if I lower this car so that the brake drums touch the wheels, then I should be able to open the bolt that's in the boot on either side and then raise the car, and the back axle should tilt down enough for me to remove the springs and put new ones in. If not, then it's only 1 bolt there that needs undoing and I pull the whole shock absorber out. But I'm fairly sure that just by undoing the nut at the top will release it enough for me to be able to get the springs out and change the springs. I'm going to give it a go anyway. Right, so inside the boot we've got these top mounts here, and there are a nut on either side, and these nuts go to the shock absorber. So by undoing them, it should disconnect the shock absorber from the bottom of the car, and I should then be able to lift the car up from the axle and give me enough space to get the springs out and put the new ones in again. So what I believe I can do now is lift the car back up again, and that should give me enough room to get the spring out. I'm not worried about it flying off anywhere because the car's at the moment still holding the spring in place. So we're going to lift this up now and hopefully I should just be able to pull the springs off and put new ones in. So that did let the spring out of the way like I thought, and hopefully, well, it almost worked. I did forget one little thing. Well, I almost remembered right. What I forgot is that little ring that's there, and that's what's holding this cup to the shock absorber. So I need to remove that ring first, and this side is going to be slightly more difficult than the other side. The other side I did manage to get rid of it fairly easily because it pops up, but this side is going to be slightly more difficult because the spring's broken, which means it's already shorter, and this top doesn't come up as far as I would hope it to have done. Right, so with that ring removed, I could get the spring out of the way. It's a bit fiddly, but the spring does come out of the way. Now, you don't want to leave this too long because, as you can see, those brake lines are not happy with it. It's a bit of a fiddle, but you can get the springs out. So I'm going to put the new springs back in again and then put it all back together again fairly quickly so I don't rip off a brake hose. Right, well, as you can see, this side that was broken, I didn't realise, but it was broken in two places. Both the top and the bottom were broken, so that was definitely never going to pass the MOT in that condition. So it's a good job that I've changed both of these rear springs now. So now I can get on with putting the wheel arches back on the rear side and the fronts. A couple more small jobs like fitting the number plates, and when I brought the car in from outside, if you open the boot, it fell down, and it fell down like on my head a couple of times. So these shock absorbers, or whatever they're called, on the boot here, when they get cold they don't work very well, probably because they're old and knackered. They're not fantastic when they're in the warmth, but they do hold the boot up. So I bought another set of them as well while I was getting the springs. So I'm going to pop them off now and we'll change them as well. They are rather simple. It's a little clip here that you poke out with a screwdriver and that pops off, and it's the same up the top. The only thing you need to make sure is you're holding on to the boot when you take one of them off, because especially now with these shock absorbers being bad, they're definitely not going to hold the boot up by one of these dampers. So I need to make sure I hold it at the same time. What a difference that makes. So you might notice that I've put these shock absorbers in the opposite way around to what they were to start with. And the reason I've done that is because I believe that a shock absorber should be that way up, the same as it is on the car. So the pot that goes in and out should be pointing upwards, whereas these ones were the opposite way around. They were pointing downwards. That could have been one of the reasons for it not working. I think the main reason is because it's old, but I've now fitted them what I believe to be the right way around. Right, so that's all I've got time for in this video. The next video I do will be taking her for an MOT. Now that's the first MOT since 2019. So it's an exciting time and we all need to keep our fingers crossed, and that will make her road legal and just that one step closer to getting her ready for somebody to own this nice little car. So if you like what we've seen in this video, press the like and subscribe button. Press that little bell so that you make sure you get a notification next week when this video comes out. I do try to put a video out at least once a week, usually on a Sunday evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.